Hey everybody, welcome 2023. This is this is the weekly wrap up with John and Yancey, and my name is John Hayes, and I'm here with my co-host Yancey Seals.
Hey, how you guys doing today? I'm on location in DC right now, not for work. However, I'm here for I had a good friend of mine passed away, so we had to send that brother off. John, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's good to see you, man. Good to see
Yeah.
you. Look like the weather out there is kind of. Did you guys get any snow there? We didn't get no snow, man.
No snow. It was warm yesterday, but it's kind of cool today. But snow, but they're projecting a little snow, maybe a little light snow, maybe later on today.
Oh, okay. I hope mine gets here soon. But anyway, I like that snow. So man, so what you near DC? You must be near DC. What
I'm
can you go ahead?
I am right next to DC. I'm in Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia. That's where the airport is, but they call it the Reagan DC
Okay.
airport. So yeah.
Do you feel anything different there? I mean,
I, I I felt it in my soul when I landed because I'm born in West Coast, but I'm DC. I'm East Coast in my heart.
yeah, you like me, brother. You like me. That I hate to say. I don't hate to say it. I love to say it because it's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely true. Yeah, I mean, so I'm happy to be here on the East Coast. So man, listen. Okay, so unless you've been under a rock somewhere, you know that Kevin McCarthy is not the Speaker of the House at this point. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I think Kevin McCarthy right now got a whole lot of problems, and there's a huge S storm coming his way, and I believe at some point he needs to say, you know what, I bow out like he did in 2015. As you remember, and you know, in 2015, he had the same issue. He
Same
went back and
issue.
just bowed out. And he probably needs to think about doing this exact same thing. Or he can run over to the Democratic side and ask them, hey, what can you do? How can you help? And
Let's make a deal. Let's make a
right,
deal. You know,
right.
and
Absolutely. So,
that's what I'm like. Hey, you can't do it yourself. Then let's make a deal. But
right, right.
they have to.
So,
You got to have guts to do that. But you know what? People also forget who Kevin McCarthy is. Kevin McCarthy was one of the young guns, man, with
right,
Paul Ryan and Eric Cantor. Okay,
right.
both Eric Cantor and Paul Ryan said, "I'm done. I can't deal with this." They were supposed to move the party basically to the right, but the party went way right, and
Right.
I think, and even though I did not respect Paul Ryan's his politics, I mean, I didn't agree with his politics. I respected him,
Yeah, yeah,
as a speaker. But these jokers nowadays, man, I don't know. I don't
right,
respect them.
right. Unlike uh, McCarthy, Paul Ryan, before I go out, you guys gonna have those votes in place.
That's
There ain't
right,
gonna be no vote around. It ain't gonna do all that. You're gonna put them in place, and I'm gonna take it. And that's how it went.
and that's how
That's
it
how
went.
it
Yeah,
went. It was smooth transition. This team
because
here
he's a
today,
leader. No,
he's a leader. He's a
he's a
leader.
leader. No one up there on the Republican side I can see is a leader. And I
Right.
mean you have the Bobarts and all these people that they say, oh well, they're disruptors. They're not disruptors. If you think about this, those people have never governed. They have never ever governed. And I'm like, they don't
Ever
even know what they're doing.
ever since that Tea Party came in,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Tea
yeah,
Party created all this storm.
yeah. They sure
And
did.
and well, I don't have a problem with saying let's create another entity. I don't have a problem with that. But if
Me
that
either.
entity grows into something that's going to be an issue for the party, then we got another issue, and that needs to be
Yeah,
fixed.
exactly. Exactly. You
But
are
right
so
now,
right.
the
And see,
Republicans they're looking at something real huge because come 2004 and 2024, I think they're going to have a problem. They're going to have a problem if they don't get this taken care of. They're going to have a problem.
they're gonna have a problem anyway because this is already here. This is already happening. I mean, the
Yeah,
last time, I mean, this is happening. They're gonna have a leadership problem because they're not going to lead. They do not have the tools to actually govern. I mean,
absolutely.
if they did, they would have already. You knew this was gonna happen. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this wasn't no
Yeah.
big surprise.
No, no, it's
I
not a
mean,
good
and then
look.
all of a sudden, yeah, and it's not a good look. And one thing I can say is not a good look to people who are adversarial to the United States, because they're wondering, okay, so can they get together and actually govern? Can they get together and actually do anything? I mean, I'm kind of getting concerned about that.
I have one word answer to that, and that's no.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to add to that. The answer is
There's
no.
there's nothing to add. They're not going to be there. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Right.
So I mean, I've been watching this, and I had to just I watched the first day just so I could kind of see what was going on. It's ridiculous. It's childish. It's just I mean, I went, okay, I'm done with that, and I'm waiting until they actually seat people. Now, the one thing that I can say is this DeSantis, the guy in New York.
Yeah.
That is if they swear him in, it is a total failure of our system. This
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
lied about who he was.
Yeah. Now the thing about what should happen is that because because McCarthy cannot reach the 218 votes, he should say,
Yeah.
well, I'm not going to take him. I'm going to get rid of him. You got to start somewhere and put the foot down and make people be more accountable, because you can't. I think he did a disservice to himself, obviously, but more so he did a disservice to the people of New York.
Oh, absolutely. And see, this is exactly the disservice to the people of New York. There shouldn't even be, to me, there shouldn't even be. The guy is not who you voted for. He lied about virtually everything. So that means you can make up any type of character and say, hey, I'm going to run for office. I went to school at Harvard. I graduated here. I have 20 million, and then they vote for you. And then they find out, well, no, you didn't grow up in Harvard. And then you didn't, if he had skill, it'd be another thing. But the guy doesn't have skill.
No,
There's no
not
way
at
he
all.
can govern either. And I don't understand. I'm like going, okay, see, the party that I used to respect, because I used to be part of, I'm watching these people go down in flames. I'm like, you know what? You guys always said that the Democrats were going to go down in flames. You people are doing a damn good job yourself at going down in flames.
Right.
But anyway, I mean, I thought, see, that's why I like to be over there close to the East Coast. What's going on, man? What else is happening?
Not a heck of a whole lot. I tell you, to be very honest with you, I haven't been real in touch with a lot of different things with my brain. So I missed quite a bit. So
no, I get you, man. There's not really. I mean, most the big thing is happening is the speaker, how they just keep covering all that over and over ad nauseum,
right.
and I'm really kind of tired of it. So I kind of zoned out on it. Every channel you go, so the BBC does a good job on it, but the rest of them, man, it's just ridiculous.
Well,
After
11 times, right? After 11 votes, you understand how it's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, and I love her. The lady gets up there and goes, and we do not. It's just funny.
For the 11th time, we do not.
Yeah, no, we do not. But so I mean that's what's happening here. And in 2023, man, that's gonna be a big year. This is gonna be a big year for us, huh?
I believe so. It's always, the tone has been set. I think we have an excellent majority leader who's going to do a really good job for us, along with his staff underneath him.
And you called that. You called that.
Yeah.
You called that. Hakeem Jeffries, you did on this show. You called
Oh,
that.
oh yeah.
I remember that.
Show,
Yeah.
Did.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I think he's going to do a wonderful job.
Yeah, the thing that's impressive is that everybody backed him. Everybody.
Absolutely. All 11
unanimous. Unanimous. I'm like, okay.
Now is what can happen if for some reason the Democrats don't show up and they don't get this full 204 votes or 212, whatever that number is. They'll reduce the number that the Republicans need. So so in other words, if they don't show up, let's say 6 people don't show up, and Paul,
for the vote,
and he can reduce that by 6. He'll be at 202, whatever that number is.
Yeah, the magic number 6. So they have to be there at each vote. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
And hope that they
do they have to be present? Do they have to be physically present, or can they just vote present from? Because sometimes they let them do present, just call in present.
That's the word you can't use, is present, because present is not a vote. You got to vote. So can they vote from home or from on the road or from? They have to be present in the building, in location.
Okay, wow, yeah. Then they better make sure. Yeah, I was like, yo,
you ain't got to leave.
Order some popcorn. Order some popcorn and some steak sandwiches or lobster rolls, and just sit back and watch.
They haven't even been sworn in yet.
Nope, they can't even work. It can't even
Can't
work.
do nothing. They ain't got nothing to do.
No, so that's right. You just hang out there and see what happens. So,
Right.
man, that's what man, that's what I was looking at this weekend. I haven't really I was looking at a couple of things that's happening around the world and the things that are happening with the and I said it last week, Christian, well, we call it Christian nationalism. Around the world is just called nationalism. And I mean, you know, and see, and what is it? Netanyahu is gone. He didn't gone buck wild now. He got people doing all kind of stuff over there under nationalism. Okay, and I'm like going, how come all these autocrats? Because that's what Netanyahu is basically.
Yeah.
Why are all these autocrats, going toward nationalism all of a sudden? And then the thing that is concerning here is that they're going to call it Christian nationalism, and you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
attack
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So I don't even understand why Netanyahu is backing off.
I know.
Doesn't he still have some pending criminal issues?
Yeah, yes, he does. He did. I mean, last time I remember, he had some. It was some kind of. It was basically what Trump, is up for, and
Right.
he's back in office. They vote. I don't know how they voted him back in. I'm like, wow, you guys are just worse than we are.
Right. Right.
So
I don't get it. I
don't get it either.
I think we need to keep our allies. Definitely need to keep our allies in place. But we can't bow down to him, and he's one of the things that he's doing over there. We bow down to him. It's a problem.
See, and that's where the reason, the rationale to me is what gets me, because, like you say, they'll say you cannot go against Israel, and I say, well, no, that's not true. I mean,
right.
If Israel's doing something despicable, yes, you can go against them. I mean, but because they're God's people, and I'm like, okay.
No, not just them. What about everybody else? If
Thank you.
Friend, what about everybody else? I don't buy that.
Exactly. See, that's another whole show, another whole 3 shows, because I can go into that. It's like, no, but that's what they say. That's what people will argue. And I'm like, no, because right now, and why can't it be a 2-state? Why can't the Palestinians have their area?
That's what I think. Let them have let them live in peace. And you do the same thing. The same thing goes with Russians. The same thing goes with Ukraine. Leave them alone. Let them live in peace. Leave them alone.
And leave them alone. What the hell is the problem with you people? I mean, it's like, we need to have control over everything in this area. You can't worship here because you'll be crossing the holies of holies. I'm like, what the heck, man? Y'all better get out of here with all that. I mean, because you get me mad. I start doing some history on y'all, and you be real upset.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, man, listen, I don't want to keep. I know you're at the airport.
Yes.
I know you're getting ready to roll out and take to the friendly skies. I hope you're not flying Southwest.
Absolutely, I'm not. I'm flying. I'm flying. Who am I flying? Frontier.
Frontier. Okay, long as it ain't Southwest, brother.
Not Southwest.
You might be there for a couple of days,
But I'm looking forward to the time where I can be on location sent by Infoblix over to the Caribbean.
We will have that happen. We will have to have a retreat, an Infoblix strategy retreat in the Bahamas, brother. I mean, you heard it here first,
Sure.
And if you want to join us, all you got to do, we'll get at you with that. We'll get back at you with that. I'm really serious.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get back at you with that, man. But yeah, man. So a lot of things happening. We're gonna do all kind of stuff. Radio station. I got all kind of stuff working out. Playlists and stuff. Just working, man. Just doing the grind. Just like you.
There you go.
Doing the grind. Just doing the grind, bro.
That's what you gotta do. I believe they're calling on flight now, John.
All right. Listen. Take care. Fly safe. All right. Yep. We'll see you guys next week on the weekly wrap up with John and Yancey. Thanks, Yancey, for doing this, man. Peace, you guys.
Take it easy.
All right. We're out.